Welcome back to Test Drive. Now last week, both teams brought in their interior specialists to assess and begin work on the interior designs of their cars. Now this week, we'll be focusing mainly on the priming and painting of the cars. Now, without further delay, let's go check out the teams and see what they're up to, if they're getting there. Right now, getting the car ready to paint. From last night I'm working, going still. Just rubbing down basically, getting off the edges of the rough spots. Because a couple hours from now, I'll be priming. Well, I don't know there with the great Zane from Spain, man, I drive the car, them insane. Now Zane, Team Will Motorsports, I noticed you're still on the bodywork part of the car, while as you can see, Team J2 now, them already start them painting process. Yeah. What's going on?
Well, as I said, the joker work is not the issue here at the moment, right? It's to get the bodywork perfect,
right,
before we start to put on the color, right? And the bug has more spots and more curves more than the under,
right?
And that's why so it takes a little bit more time, right?
Well, I don't know what there with Trevor Hillsman from Team J2 now, real painter for Team J2 now. Trevor, I notice you primed the vehicle, right?
Which is right.
Alright, so what is left now for you to do?
Well, basically, some paint may I put on it now. So, well, as you can see, the whole car is primed. So I'm just waiting now on my paint from the paint shop to put on some paint on it.
Alright.
Yes.
So you feel like Team Will Motorsports still have a chance?
Well, after I put in the turbo, I don't think them have a chance now.
Alright.
Team Jamaica Tuna will take over the competition.
What are you talking about?
Supercharge, yeah, supercharge.
The blue paint on the Cleveland Brown Stadium is Sherwin-Williams.
Back in the day, Sherwin-Williams painted some pretty interesting things. Today, that trend continues, and you'll find Sherwin-Williams paints everywhere. The Falmouth Cruise Ship Port, Iberostar Hotel, and even Doug Gore's race car. With over 10,000 options to choose from, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect color scheme for any room. What color scheme can we design for you? Just ask Sherwin-Williams.
At Alden's Auto Services Limited, the customer satisfaction is our priority. We're an approved garage by the National Contracts Commission. We service large and small government and private companies. We offer mechanical repairs, diesel and petrol engine overhaul, electrical repairs, collision repairs, and collision estimates, complimentary wash and vacuum with each service, and pick up and drop off in the corporate area. Alden's Auto Services Limited, 24 Beechwood Avenue, telephone 929-0925.
Bad
had shocks giving you a rough ride? Come to Burt's for genuine KYB shock absorbers. Buy a full set and our well-trained technicians will fit them for free. Located at 6 to 10 Camp Road, Kingston 4 and shops 23 and 24 Malines Plaza, 57 Malines Road. Remember, it hurts if you don't check Burt's.
My students are learning to find the right formula. That's what my bank already gives me, with Saturday banking, late opening hours, and an extra special credit card rewards program that fits in with my needs.
If you're like me, you want a bank that has the perfect formula for you.
In my job, I have to pay attention to detail, and my bank does that too, with personalized alerts and notifications. Updating me on transfers and balance thresholds with convenient mobile and online banking. That's security for me and saves time for other important things.
If you're like me, you need a bank that's big on details.
If you're like me,
or me,
you
bank with FGB.
Welcome to another informative segment of Pit Stop. I'm your girl, Nas. Today we're at Mercedes-Benz. We'll be speaking to General Manager Sloan Jackson. He will be giving us information on the 2016 C-Class Mercedes-Benz AMG.
Hi Sloan. Thank you for having us. We're standing in front of the 2016 Mercedes C-Class AMG, correct?
Correct.
So tell us more about this car.
Well, of course, the C-Class is our best seller year on year. And for good reasons. A lot of cars to a lot of people, and they've taken what we've had as our best seller and made it even better. And by making it even better, it also won the most beautiful car of the year for many good reasons.
So tell me some of the car features.
So some of the features we've added with the new C-Class, we have a brand new xenon light system. It's the intelligent light, as I was referred to, and it can do many things apart from just cornering and self-leveling. It has adaptive high beam assist. We also have added a new full keyless go system, which allows you to have a kick release for the trunk. And of course, you can also vent the car, open up all the windows, open your sunroof, so you can actually get in. This car also is fitted with a full-on panoramic sunroof, and we're the only car in our class that have glass from front to back. So there's no metal along the entire roof line.
What separates the AMG package from all the other packages in this line?
Well, the AMG is actually the top of the line, and the AMG adds many things that make it visually strikingly different from the other packages. First of all, of course, you get bigger rim tires. You also get a full pronounced AMG body kit. That's the entire front air dam kit, side kit, and the rear diffusal. You also have different parts for the seating. You have AMG Max, and it's a more pronounced car. It's easily identified on the road in comparison to the other packages. The difference of the AMG body kit is, of course, a more pronounced metallic finish at the lip of the car here. More pronounced air dam kits, wider wheel arches to accommodate wider tires. Of course, you have the AMG wheels, the AMG signature on them. You have the cross drill down vented disc brakes, front and rear. Air dam kit on the side. And of course, you have a full-on air dam kit to the back with the rear diffuser. All of this is to channel air better around the car, to better breathing of your brakes, and also for you to cut through the air. That's up to you to better handle it.
My students are learning to find the right formula. That's what my bank already gives me, with Saturday banking, late opening hours, and an extra special credit card rewards program that fits in with my needs.
if you're like me, you want a bank that has the perfect formula for you.
In my job, I have to pay attention to detail, and my bank does that too, with personalized alerts and notifications. Updating me on transfers and balance thresholds with convenient mobile and online banking. That's security for me and saves time for other important things.
If you're like me, you need a bank that's big on details.
If you're like me,
or me,
you bank with FGB.
So now that you have shown us some of the new features of the C-Class AMG, let's take it for a test drive.
Sure. Let's go this way. The dynamic select is here. The dynamic select is as such that it changes the driving style of the car. Right now we're in eco mode, and you can change it to comfort mode. You can change it to sport mode.
Can you break down eco mode for me?
We will, and I will show you. And we also have sport plus. Now, eco mode, the whole idea behind eco mode is to use the least amount of fuel possible on any journey that you're on. So, as you drive along, what the car is actually trying to do at a particular speed is trying to find the highest possible gear, has to have the lowest amount of friction and weight on the car itself, so therefore it uses less gas. In comfort mode, it's looking for the best return in terms of you not struggling in any gear. So sometimes, because this car can actually have full torque from 1200 RPM, the eco mode will allow you to go have a gear change at 1200 RPM, but then it's not the best, it's not optimum performance. So in comfort mode, what it does, it switches closer to 2000 or 3000 RPM, depending on the style of driving, to make sure your transmission is seamless, the whole thing from driving from point A to point B, less noise, less return from the car. Sport mode, on the other hand, is doing something totally different. It's trying to give you the best performance possible.
Okay.
And this is all about having high gear ratios, holding gears longer, everything, all geared towards better performance.
And it burns more gas.
If you drive it hard. But yes, it is designed that it gives you better performance, and the trade-off of performance is normally fuel burning. But there's also one more step. It's called Sport Plus. Sport Plus takes sports mode and carries it to another level. You know, delays ESP for better handling, for those who can handle the car well. More fun. This car, which is 211 horsepower with a 2-liter turbo engine, killing out 350 Newton meters of torque, you can go from 0 to 100 kilometers in 6.6 seconds, and on to a top speed of 240. But in the days when you don't want to do that, you can go down to eco mode, which is pretty much the other 364 days of the year, and you can drive in the 53 mile per gallon version of the car, because that's what it's built to do. One of the things that you have is all these convenience features, and this is why you buy a Mercedes-Benz. I like to drive with my windows down, so I'll carry my window all the way down. Your window I'll carry probably halfway. The window to my right I'll carry most of the way down, but I'll stop it.
Yeah.
This area is not known for its fresh air. So what I'll do is I'll use the feature that we have with the recycle air, and I'll just hold that down, and all the windows will wind up. And because the recycle is on, it cuts out all this unnecessary scent from coming into the car. Now, if I reach an area that I'm okay, and I decide I want the windows to go back down, I just hold it back down, and the windows will go back to exactly where I had them. Now I'm going to show you one of the features that everybody loves, which is the fact that the car can actually park itself.
Exactly, I was about to get to that.
So there's a blue P down there, and the blue P is always detecting parking on either side. And when it detects the parking, it gives you a white arrow. So it's detected the parking, asks me if I want to use a park assist. I just press the OK button, the reverse camera comes up, and then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slow the car down so you can appreciate this. I'm going to try and slow it down, because as you can see, the steering wheel is turning itself.
Wow.
Alright? Alright, and then it will adjust and go forward and send me to go in reverse, and it will do everything it can to park in this tight parking space. And it can do it, even as tight as this is. And that's it braking itself. And you're parked.
Wow. Well, there you have it, viewers. We just had an experience of the brand new 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class AMG. I am your host, Nas, and I'll catch you next time on Pit Stop.
Oh, All 12 racers have run their laps and clocked in their times on the TestDrive Rush Track. The 4 drivers with the fastest times will now face off in the semi-final round, where the 2 fastest finishers will battle for the $50,000 Rush jackpot. First up, we have Tennyson and Domine. Next up is Jason Cow versus Leroy Spence. Spence came out victorious with a time of 2 minutes and 26 seconds. And Jason Cow trails only by a second, making them the 2 fastest finishers of the competition. Jason Cow and Leroy Spence will advance to the final round and face off for the title and the $50,000 Rush jackpot.
And then,
Alright, let's say no. This one looks the best so far. Not sure the rest of them this one. This one still look better, I think. This is definitely the one. No question about it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's okay. Like a shot.
Right. Come on, I agree 100 enough.
Yeah, man. Eat that. Perfect. Yeah.
About 4 now. It's too light. It's too yellow. I think that is.
Yeah, this one more look like it.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Not too more. Yeah, man. I eat that. I love that. Yeah, man. Stop this thing, I know. It look mad. No, that good.
you have to measure it enough because we're going to do. We're going to spray some panels.
Yeah, so
right?
I need like a quarter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to come back
with the pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say if you could have just give me
man, just give us the quartz first.
Right. Then you're going to
1.5 grams, 1.5.
Alright, so it's going to be overall 1.5
Yes.
or just 1.5?
1.5.
Overall.
Yes.
So it's after the
No, don't want them, no. When we're coming back to the rest of the paint, to spray the body of the car, we can collect that. Yeah. Yes. I need a quarter of that.
Before heading back to the workshop, Team Jamaica Tuner decided to stop by BD Greg to select the rims for their soon-to-be completed ride.
Yeah, we can get something looking really nice now, you know?
Was a 15 or a 16? 16 comes to nice selection over on the side. Something, nice selection. These look like 16s and this look like a nice selection.
15s from the floor.
What do you think about 16s?
16s with the ones.
I think we're going to stick with the 16s. 19. No, 19 overkill. Overkill. Alright, so don't worry, man. Alright. All the thing about this, man. Yeah. It's strong, but like, can't take a beat and break.
What year Civic? What year Civic?
94 AG Civic. What size are you want? 16s, I got
205, 45.
No, man, 80 to 95 plus 16, 205, 16.
Yeah, I think they have a 46. My brother has a 45.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man, that's the right shot. That's the right shot.
I'm sure you know sometimes on the 16, the 40 series, don't mind.
No, I got 40 series. Then you would look around side, wouldn't you?
No, I'm going to work with the original because I'm hard to get the goals. I read them up, available. I'm going to get goals and work with the goals.
But you were dead. Oh, man, I'm doing a primitive thing now.
What's the starter now?
The new power station.
Seriously? Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, sick.
That little thing starts again.
Yes, move to
I look like you can charge on the phone and everything.
Yes, you have the charger too.
Sick.
And if you can't find a girl,
you see that, man? Yeah, man.
and if you're in trouble with the girl,
whoa! Yes, station.
if you put it on the wrong polarity, then it will mess up there. Get it out there. Post, charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five different food. If your wife don't have 1, she's in trouble. Just plug in, put on, start.
And you put the boy. You can sit outside so you can try it on.
Alright, no good enough.
Hold on the chief. Chief. Hold on, the man so you can try it on. That is the shot. And the same size calipers and everything. I think they don't look too off. Yeah, exactly. That's the shot, man. That's the shot. That's the right. I think that's the rim of tracks. Yeah, man. This is definitely. definitely shot. And this is what we're going. Yeah. Alright, thanks again. Alright, bye.
Blue paint on the Cleveland Browns Stadium is Sherwin-Williams.
Back in the day, Sherwin-Williams painted some pretty interesting things. Today, that trend continues, and you'll find Sherwin-Williams paints everywhere. The Falmouth Cruise Ship Port, Iberostar Hotel, and even Doug Gore's race car. With over 10,000 options to choose from, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect color scheme for any room. What color scheme can we design for you? Just ask Sherwin-Williams.
Alright, basically what I'm going to do now, I'm going to lay on the first coat of color on the car.
Let's bring it on.
Team JA Tuner was advised that if they had any tricks up their sleeve, now was the time to pull them out. Trevor has answered that call and is already laying paint to Team JA Tuner's Honda Civic EG. Team Will Motorsports, on the other hand, are still fine-tuning the bodywork. Will they catch up? Will they finish in time? Will JA Tuner hold to their newly acquired lead? Who do you think will take home the Test Drive $1 million grand prize?
Alright, basically what I just did, I just put on the first layer of paint on the car. So what I'm going to do now is go around, check my panels, see if everything is okay. I'm going to Sherwin spray boot to do the final finish. So you don't worry about this, okay? You know Team Jamaica Tuner will be the winner of the Test Drive competition 2015, right? Will Motorsports, you hear that?
No go on, man. No go on. At the end of the day, we are going to hold the title. At the end of the day.
Like and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at TestDriveJA and tweet us at TestDriveShowJA. Join us next week for more action on Test Drive. Test Drive is brought to you by